Hey guys, it's Lena, and today I wanna talk about my experience, how I slowed down my life, and what came of it. So, just instead of introduction, I just to set the scene, I'll try to describe you what was my normal life a month or 2 months later. I think from my mid school years, I was learning by and by how to multitask, how to do everything at the same time, but not like doing it very badly, but how to do it in a most efficient way, how to do it very well or even perfectly. And everything has its price. And when I realized it, I was absolutely shocked because I understood that my attitude towards doing everything faster, doing everything like lots of things at the same time, it really put a lot of stress on me, and it damaged my nervous system in a way. And I think I started realize, and also, I think over the past 5 years or so, uh, I was watching. So during that period, I watched almost every YouTube video uh, on double speed because I thought that I just couldn't bother watching it in normal speed and wasting my precious time. Can you believe it? And I wanted to know, well, if it was possible, if it had that option, why not use it? So and I thought, I pride myself that I could understand much, that I could learn way more in less time than ordinary person. And when I discussed that with for example, with my colleagues back when I worked in an office, with my students when I started to teach, I always told them that you can do this, this, and this at the same time. It's no problem. It's very easy. It's very convenient. And most of the time, people they just said, well, okay, and they didn't do it. Um, later I understood that it was like a special ability in a way. And I was, I felt that it was a great ability, like a superpower, and I felt like a bit of a nerdy superhero. And so I thought that well, it was very good that I developed this superpower in me, that I could learn faster, and well, like I'm a superhuman now or something like that. But and every time I came across some content that I couldn't speed up, I became so annoyed. You can't even imagine. It freaked me out because I felt that everything was so slow. Everyone was speaking like that. So it was, I was a total mess. And, but, like a month ago or so, I realized that, Houston, we have a problem. Because it wasn't normal anymore, because I think with that superpower, I developed also a bit of a nervous condition where I couldn't concentrate on the same topic or something like for long period of time. For example, I do yoga, and usually I try to train every day, and usually there are like half an hour or so videos. So there are relatively short videos, short trainings, and back then, for me, it was even most of the days it was too much. So it was too long, not because I didn't have time, but because it seemed boring. It seemed like a lot of energy I had to waste on that half an hour long program. And so I always opted for 10-minute small session, like 15-minute session, 20-minute session. Well, the shorter the better. And when about a month ago I realized that really it was a problem. It became a problem. I decided to slow down. So of course, it's like being on drugs. I didn't like quit cold turkey. So at first I decided, and it sounds so pathetic when I hear my thoughts in my head. I decided to slow everything down. So I switched all my videos to 1.5 speed, and I tried to live with that. And by and by, I realized that I could possibly try watching it in normal speed. It was like, very disempowering and boring, but I tried. And you know what? I got it. And now I pride myself that I watch everything in normal speed. And as a result, I realized that I became calmer, that I was stressing my brain so much by that much content in a minute. And so now I think I've become calmer, more down to earth, more. So it's less easy. It's less easier to affect my mood. So, for example, if someone says something rude to me, before that I was very short-tempered. So I called to arms very quickly. And now, well, not that I've become like retarded or something, but I think that my brain processes it differently. So it doesn't react immediately, like it doesn't. So I don't explode like immediately. And I don't think that my reaction became worse because, well, of course, is a car. if there is a car going towards me, I'll step back, of course. But I think, and other thing, what I've noticed, that I've become more aware of my surroundings also, because before that my brain was fully concentrated on the task. So because as I realized, it was very hard for my brain to watch everything in double speed, because it's like my inner processor was it was really running on like in red. And now I think I found my balance or something. So, and with that, if you extrapolate all the things we do in life, like we want to, there are so many videos of successful people where they tell you you should read a book in a week, or you should read a book in a day, or you should travel to every country in the world in 1 year, or you should do this and that and that and as fast as possible. I think this is a very, sometimes or most of the time, it can be very, very toxic, because if you're it's of course reading is good, but if you read, if you are drowning in the information you consume, it can be very bad, and it can be even dangerous if you because I think it is very closely related to depression, because if you think that you can't compete with all those people, if you can't keep up with all those successful people, you think that it is really impossible for you to be successful, to be happy in general, because you think that happiness is money, happiness is the amount of books you read, or I don't know, countries you visited. And now I realize that it is totally fine sometimes not to have anything to watch. And sometimes I just look through my window and do nothing, and I don't feel like I'm wasting my life, wasting my energy, wasting my time. I feel like I'm just living. And that was like the result of slowing down my YouTube videos. Can you imagine that? So please let me know in the comments down below if you had a similar experience. So if you please share or watch speed, which speed do you prefer while watching YouTube and other content. If you like this video, please press like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one. Bye.